tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Healthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, this is the last video I'll be making in this chapter of my life, as tomorrow is my solar return, okay? And I am really excited for this next chapter, like how my life is going to look in such a magnificent way. Like 2022, I had a lot of things planned out, booked out. 2023, I have about half my year planned out, right? Maybe not in full sequence. Like the first full month, 4 months, I've been done. Like I'm so exhausted. I'm only halfway through it. Halfway through like my already planned stuff to do, but I am very excited for this next go round. This Pisces season so far has been so wonderful. Thank you everyone that's been showing me love and supporting me. Like y'all hitting the Cash App. Yes, I'm getting early birthday Cash Apps. Thank you. Cash App is infinitenell for all those who want to holler at your girl, right? I'm not opposed to that. Thank you so much. I got a couple Zelles for those of you who know I prefer Zelle. Thank you, right? That's my email, ascendinginfinitegoddess@gmail.com. Okay, I am open to all donations, to all offerings of love from every walk in avenue which it is coming forth to me. I appreciate and love it all. I appreciate all the bookings. Those of you who've been taking advantage of the 28% off, like, you loaded me up. I am booked and busy. I think I only have one more, or maybe two more appointments for this week. And next week is pretty full. And the week after, like in the teens of March, I have bookings. So I love it. Thank you, right? That's one things I want, full calendars all year, because this year is about spiritual awakening, spiritual awareness, coming full circle. Whether you want to call it a spiritual awakening or not, it's about going through a cycle of things, right? The number 7 is such a magnificent number, right? I've already done a whole video on the energy of 7, right? That's my husband's number. Like I'm in the sevens, right? I'm almost as knowledgeable about 7 as I am 8, right? Because that's my number. But this year, having the awareness, right? Spiritual awakening doesn't have to be something that's like boom in your face, right? You don't have to see things and feel things and hear things and whatever. Sometimes it can be something subtle, right? You can notice your body chemical is changing, the makeup composition, the way how you used to enjoy something, you no longer can enjoy it, whether it's food or TV or a book, right? The company of certain people, right? That's all part of the spiritual awakening or remembering, right? The spiritual awareness, right? The spiritual reconciliation, all right? A lot of people would like to double with awaken because you have been in a quote unquote sleep, right? Sleep is the cousin of death, which is all that they've been doing, right? Rocking us with the lullaby, right? To keep us distracted and not in our own powers. However, for those of us that have had the distinct privilege of not being stuck in this vortex for the majority of our life, right? Not your own vortex, but the vortex of the archons and Ralph Smart's words, the inorganic ones, the ones that want to hold on to the power, and they're lower level energy, so they like to keep everybody else in the lower level because they use that as their food source, right? So this year is all about people coming into an awareness of self and how to empower self and not look so much on the outside of things. And that is so very important, because for too long we have allowed ourselves to be taken by the outside of us, right? In the age of Pisces, it was all about I believe. That's why the Jesus fish was so popular. I got some Jesus fish tatted on me. It's not really a Jesus fish, it's the Pisces fish, but right, they had the little Jesus symbols going on, right? What would Jesus do? WWJD. It took me a while to figure out what that stood for. Remember, I was a Jehovah's Witness, so we wasn't into all of that. And when I finally found out what it mean, I'm like, who cares? Who cares what that nigga would do? Anyway, that's just me. But this year, it's all about coming into a state of upward movement, Now, some people's upward movement will be more prominent than others. Some people are just moving forward a little bit, right? Because it's accumulation. This year is accumulation of things of years past, right? And you're coming to see it come to a head and then begin again for the next cycle. So what is it that you have been working on? But what is it that you have been working on putting, out there to say, this is what I want more. This is what I can grow from. But this year is also like a hack. Because let's say you've been screwing away in subconscious lands and you're not aware of how, you should be working your life. You've been plugged into your job, plugged into the news, plugged into your parents, plugged into your spiritual advisors, and you have not tuned into self. But this year you're like, you know what? I need to do more soul searching. That is a form of spiritual awakening. That's a form of spiritual awareness. Don't downplay it. Some people are like, you know what? They just up and had a midlife crisis. They quit their job, they divorced their spouse, and they moved to the mountains. That's not a midlife crisis. They just had a strong spiritual reconciliation. And they said, all these things are horrible and vile for me. I'm leaving it. Goodbye. Sometimes it's drastic like that for people. So, if this year you're like, I'm going through more soul searching, and I need some answers, and I need some direction, and I need to know how to navigate this thing, I am here. That's not what I wanted the video to turn into, but this is what it's become. I am so proud of myself. It took a lot for me to get here, y'all. It took a lot for me to get here. From the okay, to the feisty, to the bubbly, to the beaten down, downtrodden, self-depraving, uncertain, anxious individual I once was, to the beautiful, blossoming, carefree, light being that sits here in front of you. It took a lot of brainwashing to get that old self-image, your self-image of this is what you should do because this is what Jehovah likes, this is what your mama likes, this is what your man likes, this is what your friends like, this is what the elders say. That I had to brainwash, I had to wash that all out and figure out what the hell does Chanel want? What is Chanel like? And sometimes I still don't even know. Do you know what it's like to live in a house full of people that just go with the fucking flow? My husband, Pisces, goes with the flow. Yeah, he'll take the lead, but Jesus, us trying to figure out dinner every day. Then we have our two sons. Then we have our daughter who's a Taurus, and she's just whatever. She's picky, but whatever. And then I have my other water Scorpio baby. Like, what is going on? So, just going with the flow. And we don't need to have a schedule, and who cares? And it took a lot. So when I come and I share these things with you, and I say, yo, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can pull myself up by my bootstraps on my own. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had help from other people. They have helped me. But see, the thing is, you are supposed to use the help so that you can become independent. And I've become to the place where I can be independent. My mental faculties allow me to be so independent and so forward moving that I can help others. And I'm so grateful and thankful that others see that in me. I do stuff for free all the time. I on Saturday, I did a party. I did a party for this wonderful group of people. And it was her birthday, right? She was a Pisces. And she had a whole bunch of friends over, and she paid for all of them to get readings. And I really lowballed my price. And then did 2 extra people. It was set to do 9, and I did 11 people. And I just ran through. I was like, all I need is my water. Let's go. Right? Because it's about the awareness. A lot of them never had a session like that done before. And I was able to give them so much clarity and awareness. And even those that was like, yeah, I'm going to get this done only because my girl's paying for it. I don't really believe in this shit. By the time they was done, chest was open. They were ready to receive. They were like, how did you know that? So for those of you who are coming into a spiritual awareness this year and are looking for some type of guidance, clarification, confirmation, Run through my videos. They're free. Go on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. Read the blogs. They're free. Utilize my services. They're at a discount right now until midnight tomorrow night on my birthday. Wednesday, March 1st, on my hubby birthday, prices are going back to regular programming, right? But it takes nothing to have a helping hand. I mean, watch podcast, read these books, but don't deprive yourself. It is not the time to lull yourself to sleep. Because this year you have the rare opportunity to have the magic mushroom and jump skip a couple chapters. And the magic mushroom is you tuning into yourself. Okay? Alright, so that's it. That's all I have for you. I know I'm kind of dark. Oh, y'all see my baby shirt for his birthday? We are wearing it today. We were representing. But that is that. That's all that I have for you all. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And until we connect again, right, for our Thursday video, my favorite day of the week, until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.